Well, hey everybody. What's going on? How you guys doing? I'm sure that you're all looking fabulous. I stimulated my third eye and I can see that. I just know it. So, I'm glad to see you looking well. How are you all feeling? How are you doing? I hope really, really well. And if not, of course, you know, a lot of our overall well being is, of course, up to us. You know, we can go to healers, which I have nothing against, obviously. Uh, but ultimately, we need to be our own health advocates, you know. And yeah, here I went again, as I always do. But keep in mind, down below, if I do wind up talking a lot, down below in the description area here on YouTube, you can see exactly when I've started a healing. And that way, you don't have to listen if you really aren't in the mood or if you really would just like to try and get some of the healing energy that I have on offer here for free, you know? So, uh, like I was saying, though, it is very important for us to go ahead and be our own advocates in so many ways. Okay. And it's about doing our own research and knowing our own bodies, which we are the experts on. Um, you can have a doctor tell you this and that and the other. And believe me, I have nothing against doctors. I am thankful for them when they're needed, but they are not gods, nor is anyone else. And if something doesn't feel right, you need to express that. You need to look for alternatives. I mean, I cannot stress that enough. Okay, so that's my little spiel. I also wanted to talk about, excuse me, very quickly that I will not be offering um, any healing or reading services through probably March or April. I have honored some of the last of the appointments, sessions that have been scheduled till January, but going forward from there, um, I will not be doing that. I probably will be back with offering that, but at this time, it's just most important to take care of my husband. You know, it's always, we need to take care of ourselves and our families first. And I think that sometimes, particularly with those who are healers, and healers can come in all shapes and sizes. They don't have to have stuff coming out of their hands. They are supporters, they're shoulders, to lean on. They are those who make us laugh, those who sing like angels. There are a lot of healers. Uh, be that as it may, if you are a helper or a healer, I find it to be very, very important that you take care of yourself. We've heard all this before, but how many of us are not doing that, have not done that? Now, in the past, that was me, okay? But priorities. I have priorities. And if you had heard about anything that happened in my last video, you'll know that my husband was very, very ill. He's still recovering, and I find that my time is best spent making sure that he's okay, you know, and taking on any other responsibilities that he would have otherwise had to do. Um, does it affect my energy? Yes. Yes, it does, because it's more work, it's more energy, it's more this and that. And if we are not careful, we can become consumed by one thing. And I have not included everything that Tom, my husband, has went through because that's his business. He's been through a lot, and all I can do, and all I think ethically to do, is speak from my point of view, my perspective. I will not speak for him, but I will say that it's been entirely trying for me to keep a balance, to keep the energies fair at an even keel, to keep the fear from seeping in, thoughts of, you know, this could happen again, and oh my gosh, and this and that. They're all very real and valid feelings, okay? But if we get consumed by them, whatever situation you're in, you're allowed to have your feelings, but when we get consumed by them, when we stay in them, and there is no breaks from that particular energy, it could really affect us. And so I'm making myself scarce for my services, for, you know, these little things here and there that aren't right now a priority. And I am not only taking care of my husband, but myself. So, with all that being said, I hope you understand. I know you do. I know you do. I know the people that watch are fantastic people. I'm blessed that I have found a crowd, of tribe, a clan, or whatever, who is incredibly compassionate, appreciative, and patient. I appreciate that. Okay. So, anyway, if you'd like a lovely healing type thing right now, uh, I'd be happy to oblige. I've had questions on other videos. Is this Reiki? Um, no, in short, no. But the longer version is Reiki. Yes, I have a certificate for Reiki. I think most of us do in the spiritual industry. It's just one of the things we've done. I have nothing against Reiki or Reiki practitioners or masters or whatever, but um, Reiki is part of the universal energy that any healer, in my opinion, uses. So technically, yes. Okay. But I've studied and I've practiced healing for a very long time, for decades. And I have created my own brand of healing, my own way of doing it, in other words. And so it's too bad because there's a lot of people that are on YouTube, and they categorize every part of healing as just Reiki. Um, there's other modalities, I suppose, that aren't as popular or mainstream. I guess what we need to ask ourselves in terms of labels, you know, does it matter? You know, and is it effective? Is it working for you? If it's not, you are permitted to move on and find something that works for you. Okay, so in other words, if you are not a Reiki fan, then try another avenue, try another practitioner, you know? I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. So, la, 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 la. Don't you love it? Did you miss me and my babbling? I missed you guys. Okay. All right. So, if you'd like to get yourself comfortable, okay, looking fabulous, looking calm and well, wonderful. Okay, we will get ready. We're trying to relax now. We will take some breaths if we'd like to. You simply just have to allow. Okay. If you're crossing your arms or your legs. We can uncross those if you'd like to. All right, all signs that you're willing to accept the universal energy. So while you're doing that, I'm going to get a beautiful amount of energy and ask my helping spirit to please help facilitate and provide the best energy and healing for you specifically. And we thank you very much for that as we push forward the universal energy. Now I'm going to close my eyes and see you in your energetic forms. And we'll start little by little. We have made a connection where the universal energy has connected with you now. They are familiar with your energy, your own unique signature. We are going into the center of your essence now, and we're making a beautiful wave of energy right there in the center. We are now removing anything that does not belong in our energy. Thank you. Thank you. We're transmuting as we remove. In other words, we are making whatever might not serve us, whatever's negative, and we are being careful not to put it and dump it back into the atmosphere as is. We are changing it up, changing it into love, which is the best way, in my opinion, of removing anything, be it a negative energy, an illness, etc. The two go hand in hand anyway, in my opinion. Okay. How's that feel? Oops. I hope that's helping and making you feel how powerful and real our universal energy really is. I know that oftentimes there are folks that come on and they do energy work, and they don't always have the best intentions. Trust yourself. That's all I can say. As far as your feeling on that, there's a lot of talented energy workers out there, but You also want to be careful. Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully this has helped you. We are just surrounding with love and removing the last bits, if we can, of anything that does not belong in any of our energy bodies. And we thank the universal energy and my helping spirit, yours as well. Thank you. Okay, we thank you. And that's it for me. I appreciate you watching. And if you're new, of course, go ahead and subscribe. You never know when I'm going to come up and say hello. So until next time, we will see you. We, as in me and the mouse in my pocket. All right. See you. Oh, happy holidays, of course. Merry Christmas. I'm going to say that, yes. But happy Hanukkah and happy Kwanzaa and winter solstice and all that other stuff. See you. Bye now.